Nut ass nigga. Yo. What happened? Why you quit?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and
the rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Bell, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
On the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Down at the 30.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return will stop right around the 25. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
The ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Jackson shoves him aside. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He uncorks it for Snead. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get it.
The Chiefs offense are not set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
On the carry for Kansas
Not the
City.
kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Back to the ground, this time Bell. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down. That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. They're looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judah.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. Oh, what a move. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that can spark a big burst right here.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. 30. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the turn... forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there and went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Matt Judon there.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chuck Clark in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
Because
all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
To kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Set him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. To throw is Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Number 25.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Heavy set out there on 3rd-and-1. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And here's Jackson on the option. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Brings up
Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Judon. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Hardman on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 30.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Chiefs 7, Ravens 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
10-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas
Taking
City.
it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing again. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Another run here with Dobbins. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Jackson going to run. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th.
14-all. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Kansas City.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
36-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Kansas City.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
His kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Chiefs 20. Ravens 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll...
little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe, designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking.